Good evening. Leave me a comment if you're here. Hello, hello. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Ooh. Hello, hello. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Uh-oh. Oh my God. I'm back. Hello. Hello there. It's been a while. Not much. Just been to Washington, D.C., Virginia, and North Carolina. So, my name is Tracy Winesapple. Welcome to my studio. I'm back. Anybody ever come back from a vacation and feel so happy to be back and feel the need for a vacation from your vacation? Hi, Anne. Anne is behind the scenes right here as Tracy Winesapple Studios. How was my trip? Fill you in. It was amazing. So what have I been doing? Well, a lot. I just want to welcome everybody. My name is Tracy Winesapple. This is my studio. I am live. If there is a red live thing in the corner, otherwise, maybe it's pre-recorded, and that's okay too. Still the same content. Beautiful pictures. Thank you for sharing. I just want to say hi and welcome everybody. Joanne, Sue, Lori, Valerie, Judy, Joanne with an E, PJ, Paula. This is great. I got Susan. All right, everybody's saying hi. I'm just going to put my hair up. It's really hot in the house, and I just put the AC on. Diane, Candy, Chris, Mary, Shirley, Sally, Jennifer, Jackie, over on YouTube. So I go live every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on my Facebook page, Tracy Winesapple Studios, my YouTube channel, and also in the group Art Journaling for Beginners. So if you're joining me over in Art Journaling Beginners, say hi. I'm happy to have you. Marcia, Amanda, Sandra, Linda, Betty. Hi, everybody. So I'm going to talk. I usually talk for the first. I give the morning announcements. I was on vacation, like a true vacation. So vacation. It wasn't like a working vacation. I wasn't teaching. I did take my art supplies. This is all I did. I did it on the airplane on the way there. I fell asleep midway through. This is it. I even bought a new set of watercolors to try out, but never used them. I went to an art supply store. That was free. I feel like something's going on here. I feel like, oh, I get it. So I went, I can tell you about my vacation because it's no longer a secret. I'll give you the 5-minute version, 5-second version. So this year, my uncle is turning 70. I don't know if he wants me to give his age, but he is. In November, my cousin Christine, who is also my goddaughter, in the summer, asked me if I'd like to be part of his birthday surprise. She is a teacher with a 1-year-old and a very busy athletic household. They're both coaches. And she said, I have 1 week off in October. Is there any way you want to be part of a surprise? And I was all in. And we had everything planned. We had everything planned down to where we were visiting, what we were doing, and how we were going to surprise them. And so I flew from San Diego all the way to Washington, D.C. My cousin and my uncle flew from Texas over to Washington, D.C. He had no clue where he was going. He was only told to pack a bag and that we would be flying. So that was it. He had no clue I was part of the vacation. So I got with the team at the hotel. I checked in. They checked in to the room that I booked while I was landing. And they were in the room. My cousin called down for fake towels. And I checked in, got the towels, and I should play that video. Didn't even think about that. I should have uploaded the video. Yeah. And went housekeeping. And my uncle had no clue. He literally was like, thank you. And then looked up and was like, oh my goodness. So for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we toured everything about Washington, D.C. The only thing we did not see was the Thomas Jefferson's monument. That was it. Somehow in everything we booked, we had on-off buses. We did the night tour. We went to dinners. We toured the Capitol Rotunda. We did Arlington. I've done Arlington with Anne and the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier and Changing of the Guard, Hiroshima Monument. And on the way out, we hit Mount Vernon. On Wednesday, we rented a car. He had no clue about the Airbnb that I had booked. And the Airbnb, we gave him clues and read him reviews. Did not tell him we were going, did not tell him how far away it was. And we started giving him clues. God bless my uncle. He had no clue. We kept giving him clues about my mom, which is his sister. And eventually I said, oh, boy, where are we staying? And he had no clue. But we surprised him. It was my mom and dad's house. That is his sister, my mother. And we spent Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and we flew out of Raleigh, North Carolina. So that was my trip. Many of you got to see my family. I shared snippets of it. I didn't want to drown you in my family stuff. But so many of you enjoyed seeing it, and I had the best time of my life. It was probably one of the best vacations I've ever had in my entire life, other than ones that involved like a beach, an umbrella, and my drink. But we were on the go. It was the most amazing. Chris, I do want to say, she said we'll be in Arlington next year for Memorial Day in honor of my late husband, Chris. Maybe one of the most, I was a military wife for 16 years. So going to Arlington is probably one of the most memorable. I had tears in my eyes. We saw the changing of guard, the changing of the wreath. So yes, thank you. Okay, now for the real reason you joined me. Yeah, 35 years here. Yeah. I just want to say, if you haven't, so here's the thing about me, really not political. I'm really not a social studies, government, or history person at all. In fact, my cousin is in administration in schools, basketball coach, the whole 9 yards. She was a social studies teacher, government, and so she's really into it. My uncle, we had so many poignant conversations. Also, as you know, there's a lot going on in other countries. And the Speaker of the House, I did make a joke, and you would appreciate this. We ended up downstairs of the Capitol on Columbus Day. So there wasn't, none of the government officials were there. I walked up to the first guy I saw and said, hi, I hear you have a job opening. I would like to apply for Speaker of the House. The guy was so entertained by me. He said, would you like to get, I can get you tour tickets. But yes, I joked that you don't have to be a member of Congress or the Senate to apply for the Speaker of the House. It seems like that job opening is available. So if any of you would like to apply, now's the time. But it was pretty funny. I am the least political. As far as history goes, I love me a good Abe Lincoln. I got to see the This is so me. This is so me. I have a degree in construction. I wanted to see how everything was built, the materials they use, like the Washington Monument. This is also so me. We did go to the archives. I got to see the Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Rights, Constitution, the originals. I wanted to know how they're stored, what was the ink they were using, what kind of pens. I'm embarrassed to say I knew the columns that were used at Abe Lincoln's, also they were redoing Abe Lincoln's the stairs. I do work with a construction company. I know I'm a nut. So while my cousin was so into the government, anyway, the founding fathers, I'll do respect. I learned a ton. If you haven't had a chance to see our Capitol, here's the one thing I did want to say. As an American, born and raised, military wife, so Hiroshima, anything having to do with Arlington was my favorite. I really like to know how the tombs, everything. Very weird. Very weird. It's the rotunda, to see the art and to see how they are gifted, the marble, the this, the that. This is all me. To know that anybody who's an American could have done anything to destroy the Capitol, and to know the history behind the Capitol and the crypt. I did love Mount Vernon too. But here's the thing. Anybody who could destroy any of those artifacts or I don't know. That was the sad part. The scaffolding, we can't get close to stuff anymore. I know, times have changed. But that was me. So I got to get another light. That's it about my vacation. I am back. We're going to paint. Let me get another light. It's been a while. I haven't set my studio up for anything. Here's the other thing about going on vacation. It feels really good to leave your work behind. Yeah, it does feel really good to leave your work behind. And I didn't, it's great. All right, so this was the book. This is my book, but, whoops. Uh-oh. I'm going to let my dog in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Okay. So if you didn't know this, how do I turn that off? Okay. If you didn't know, I do have a full-blown shop that I sell art supplies, and sales were tremendous. I did catch up on every order but 3 orders while I was gone. There was a note that said I'm not shipping. Many of you have ordered art journals. I'm down to the last 3. One order doesn't count because it's a Christmas thing, and she told me I don't have to rush. So I put her at the end, but I have 2 art journals that I need to catch up on. So if you don't know this, you can go to my shop. Yes, there's a cobweb in this office. I am going to paint in somebody's art journal today. Her name is Christy. You're here, Christy from Washington. I'm going to paint in your art journal because I'm going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. If you don't know anything about me, my name's Tracy Winesapple. I'm a mixed media watercolor artist. I come from the space of create from where you're at, whether it's for business, for the hell of it, makes you feel good. Maybe it's getting you through a tough time. And every Wednesday I go live and I paint. So somebody's getting a journal for me with a first page painted because I paid for it. I did have a couple of people who ordered while I was gone and said I had assumed you would paint the first page of my art journal. I'm sorry. That offer of free was for less than 12 hours because I learned my lesson. and had to wake up and paint 40 of y'all's journals. And I can't do that because I do have a running full-time studio that I do teach. So you might be wondering what other. I'm going to share a photo because over the last few days, I have been prepping for, I came back and went full force. Anne knows this. Here, I'm going to show a photo. So if you want, oh, there you go. So if you don't know, I'm going to be in an art and wine festival, and that is on November 4th. So right now I am painting wine glasses. Many of you are curious and said, why don't you offer that as a class? Well, I do have that as a class, and I'll give you the link. It's I do paint on more than paper. I paint on pretty much, I'll paint on anything. I'm not an oil painter. So if you're wondering about that, I am not an oil painter, and I do this twice. This is not an offer that I do. I do it really twice. I have 3 retailers. I'm very lucky. So here's more. Oh. Here they are. So these have not been cured yet, so they're in my office. I label them. They have barcodes, the whole 9 yards. They're heat set. I use glass paints. I talk to you all through my process. So for those of you who are wondering and said, why don't you teach us this? Well, this is a free demo. I can't do that. You're there. I have a workshop. Okay. So I end up in here. I don't like to touch them a lot because I have grease and stuff on my hands. But they are all heat set. People are asking about paints. Everything you want to know. I typically do this twice a year. I usually do it for Mother's Day and Christmas. I do participate in some local events. And one day, I think about 4 years ago, I thought about this. What do I sell? I'm a teacher. I teach you guys to make art and sell your art if you want. So I one day was sleeping, woke up the next day, started painting these wine glasses, and they're probably my top sellers. On an average night, I painted 36 of them Sunday, 36 of them last night. I'll probably paint close to 200 or 300 of them because I only do it twice a year, and then I have retailers. I also donate. This is part of donating to my community and giving back. So if somebody says, we're doing a silent auction, I donate a bottle of wine or wine glasses. But this year I'm making coasters. I have until November 4th. I'm doing coasters. I'm doing wine openers. I mean, I'm lofty in my goals. So if you're just joining me and you're wondering what the heck does she do for a living? Well, this is what I do for a living. But on Wednesdays, I give you a free demo. Tonight I'm going to do mixed media. So grab your acrylic paints up, kids. The reason I'm doing that is because I carry the line of media paints, which I love. This is right here. This right here are all new paints. Okay. Those are craft paints. Those are media paints. And I put them all on sale before I left. Somebody use them. We're also starting a new feature in November. I'm using painter's tape, by the way. Painter's tape. You're wondering what I'm doing. We're going to paint, I promise you. About a half an hour to 40 minutes, I'll be done. Thank you. There Anne goes. Yeah, the paints are available on my website. They are on sale. I put all the watercolors on sale. I put the media paints on sale because I did not want my shop to go dead while I was gone. And there was a little note that said, I'll ship when I get back. I'm a one-man band. Anyway, I thought I'd use those tonight because people were asking me about them, and they're on sale, so why not? And what's the difference? I'll talk about the difference while I'm teaching. So, any questions before? I'm so happy to be back, but I feel like I'm coming back like I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Yes, I'm going to share the process about a lot of people are asking me, like my business stuff, like how I handle things normally in panic mode. But like right now I'm painting wine glasses until November 4th. And then I cover my retailer orders as well. So the good news is I don't just go to the Art and Wine Festival. If they don't sell, I'm pretty lucky. Most of the stuff I make sells, but if something doesn't sell, the retailers take it. So it's not all for naught. But my retailer's going to be mad that I'm missing Dia de los Muertos. Anyway, so I'm going to grab gesso. My media paints are in there. I know I had something else to share, but I can't think of what it is. Every Wednesday I am live here. This is free, no obligation. Your Artful Journey members, I believe we're going live on Monday. Oh, no, we're going live on Friday for morning meditation. I might move Monday's date because it is my friend's husband's heavenly birthday, and I want to be with her for the birthday. But I haven't gone there yet. So, Anne, we need to talk about that. Okay. Normally I do quick watercolors, but tonight I thought let's just do media. The red picture behind you, someone was asking to see. Oh. This one, you're right, PJ. Whoever wanted to see this, I went live today at noon for a Jelly Art. You guys, I should sneak some of those stencils in tonight. I'll do that. Okay. But you guys can use a discount code to order stencils. Look at that. I use stencils. All right. Whoever caught that. I think that's about all I have to cover. Morning meditation on Friday. Yeah. There's a slight chance I might move Creative Time Live, only because I want to be with my friend for my friend's birthday. Okay. All right. Anybody new joining us tonight? I usually do only 15 minutes of morning announcements, but I went over because I haven't seen you in 2 weeks. I'm going to switch some lighting here and hope that this is bright enough. Please let me know if this is bright enough. I have another light I can add. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. I think I came back with an exorbitant amount of energy. Hi, Melissa in Australia. Good day. How are you? Okay, I'm going to record every aspect of this so my team doesn't get upset with me because I forgot. Okay? I'm going to remove me. All right. We're filming. We're filming. We're filming. All right. I literally have no idea what we're doing, but it's fine. I'll figure it out. Here's the thing. When you order an art journal and you want me to paint the first page, there's a little pop-up. Don't get mad at me if you neglect the pop-up. It's not a pop-up. It just says, hey, do you want me to paint this? I'm prepping this first page. Here it is. And I do not assume you want me to paint the first page, but this is somebody's art journal. I will be mailing this to them in a few days. I do get creative license. In other words, I don't find out what your favorite fruit is, your pet's name, your favorite flower, your colors. I just paint what is true to me in the space I'm in. Now, I'm not going to paint your journal when I'm in a super bad mood or crying, because then I feel like that would lend itself to misery. Is chalk gesso different than white gesso? No, just white gesso is fine. This is a chalky matte gesso. Gesso is a primer. So the answer is no. I just like this chalky gesso. You could use even a chalky paint. It dries quickly and it dries very matte. Okay. You're welcome. You're free to ask questions if you're a member of your Artful Journey. I do questions over there, but your Artful Journey members, we have a giveaway this month. We got a lot going on. So there you go. That's the prep. That is it. I'm going to zoom in. I'll dry this in the magic oven. Yes, I do create from the space I'm in. Yesterday, somebody emailed me about my detailed supply list for the free demo and photos. I don't provide that. I wish people would just hire me to paint on the spot because that's really where I shine. But yeah, there's a lot of teachers that will. It just every week I go live every week. This is free. You get what you are paying for. And I'll probably go live over the weekend and talk to you about the wine glasses that I'm doing. All right. All right. What's the difference between a craft paint and a media or highly pigmented artist grade paint? Does anybody know? Oh, does anybody have any colors they would like me to work in? Maybe I should ask the girl whose journal I'm painting. Christy Peacock, if you are here, let me know. Who's the other one? Ooh, I can't paint the other one because that's Christmas gift. Yes, the answer is deeper pigments. So here's the thing: when you have a craft paint, pigments are the most expensive parts of paints. The pigment that goes in it is the most expensive part. So if you can not water down, but if you can put binders and in there that will give a larger quantity and bring the price down, binders and resins, basically, then you can sell the paint, for a couple of dollars or a few dollars, or it goes on sale and everybody goes and buys it. So yes, I completely love my Americana paints. I'm a deco art maker, so I like deco art paints. I'm not, but I have plenty of other paints. I could paint with any, just hand me some paints, I'll paint. In fact, I forgot watercolors when I was traveling. Who does that? I bought a new set to try. But I love those. They're just not as vibrant and vivid and full of pigment. I love me some pigment. Are you guys going to give me some color combinations? You also get to name my painting. Basically, you control this show. That's what's happening here. All right. I know what I'm going to do. I'm thinking. Okay. Pink and teal, blues and greens. Okay. Pink and teal. Keep going. I'm listening. So I am using the media paints. They're not as easy to get. You can't go to Michael's. I do sell them. I have them on sale right now. And I love how pigmented. You're going to see. A little goes a long way. You're not using, half as much. Pink and teal. I'm getting pink and teal. Pink and teal? Pink and teal. Let's do it. Okay. We're going to need a sky. We're going to... Some people think I don't. Like I have no pictures, nothing, and I'm just going to go off of me right now. All right. Sap green. I'm going to do like sap green, green gold, pink and teals. That means I have to mix. Okay, magenta. Can we just go magenta and I'll... Ooh, I love black and purple. Ooh, okay. All right. Let's just come in with a stencil brush and just make some grass and make some sky. And let's just relax. Let's bring it down a notch. Give our intentions. This is dry, pretty dry. Okay, I'm going to do, ooh, I love to peel the little hard thing in the lid. I just did my nails today too. All right. Oh, well. I know. I let everything dry in there. It's like so. This is just from the Dollar Tree. You get 30 of them for $1.25. So it's all dry. Don't worry. I leave them out. They dry overnight. I can really peel them apart even. I'm going to grab some sap green. I like sap green and green gold. I got some titanium white. We're just gonna create. Okay. This is not going to be like a literal interpretation. It's just going to be like a figurative interpretation. A little bit of white. This stencil brush. Okay. Okay. A little bit of green. Oh yeah. Okay. I mean, we need a blue sky. Blue skies coming at you. I'm nothing but blue skies. Cerulean blue, a little bit cobalt turquoise hue. How do I clean my stencil brushes? Right here. Never leave your stencil brushes soaking in water. You just want to clean the tip. You know what? Okay, watch this. Ready? Put it in the water, put it in the water, put it in the clean water. Okay. And then I do this because that wood barrel, I just do that. Okay. And then I'll run them under like water and I can use a brush cleaner, but that's it. Do not leave your stencil brushes soaking in water. The barrel of them will soak up that water. If you don't have a stencil brush, just grab a brush and just like paint some grass, okay? Oh, why is my cerulean blue clogged? Okay. I got white, and I got cobalt turquoise hue, cerulean. Okay, I'm giving imaginary grass. That's all I'm doing. It's just a thing. I could do this with a regular paintbrush. It's like interpretive dance right now. I like me some titanium white. Now, when I really get into this, if I don't answer questions, it's not because I had somebody last time I was live thought I was ignoring her. I'm painting, so it's hard for me. And also just remember, we keep everything painting related. So now I'm just going to go down in here and just blend all this together. I'm just blotching. I'll decide how far it comes down and whether this is literal grass or just, okay. I heard like pinks and teals, so that's fine. I'm gonna, maybe we just do the whole thing with a stencil brush. Blending and blending and blending. Feels so weird being like that. Okay. You know what happens when I do this and I layer up all the colors? I can't tell what is wet or dry paint. So what do you think? Does it look like? Okay. We have sky, we have grass, okay. Now, I don't leave, literally if I'm going to put my stencil brush down, I'll just like tip it right here and I just leave it there. Okay, so I don't I don't let it soak up. And don't, by the way, everything that I use and everything I do is put in a video. And all the materials listed put there. Okay. So if you're not getting the colors because I'm going so fast. I'm Edward Painting Hands. This is a free demo, but everything will go on my blog. Maybe Anne can give the link to the blog while I'm painting. I pulled out stencils to use, but now I feel like I painted sort of the background. Thank you, Denise, for the welcome back. I'm so happy to be back. I'm so happy to be painting. I haven't been painting in bed. Well, I've been painting wine glasses. What am I talking about? I haven't been painting. I've been painting my face off. I came back with the intention of just focusing on the Art and Wine Festival. Okay. That's good. That's good. Hi, Kathy with an I in Arizona. Now, I'm going to give a little secret. Well, not a little secret. It's not a big secret. I'm just going to, I want the pigments. I heard, what did I hear? Pinks and teals. Y'all like to challenge me. I love it. It's fine by me. Somebody wants to know what tape I'm using on this particular journal. I'm going to give you the tape. I'll give you a link right now. It's in my Amazon affiliate. So here you go. Melissa G. Okay. What am I looking for? Blue skies. I need something small, circle-ish. Ooh. By the way, I'm adding, I just gave the link to you. Okay, pinks and teals. I'm going to look. Okay, this is like a pouncing sponge. All right, I'm going to do this. And I'm going to take some gesso and I'm going to prime the background. There's a reason why I'm doing it because I want these flowers to be vivid and be the star of the show. Okay. So yes, I'm going to use gesso, but I have to do it. I do have to tell the company Deco Art that this bottle, it lasts for a good long time, but it's really hard to get to the bottom of it. Like, so you got to like dig it out of there. Okay. I'll put a link too in my materials list. So if you're wondering why am I palette knifing this onto here, it's just because I can't get to the bottom of this with a paintbrush. It's so big. All right. So I'm going to take gesso. This is the gesso I used in the beginning. I know I should use a clean palette so you all understand what color is being. Okay, I'm going to do this. This. These are flowers. Oh, God, how am I going to get 5 of them? Okay. I have to have 5. I have to have an odd number. Okay, good. I just needed circles. You can just draw circles. Nobody needs to. This is a 4 round brush. Okay. Oh. Now, gesso is not like the most agreeable. It's kind of thick. I just decided that I was like, maybe I wish these were smaller, but that's okay. I'm just painting them in gesso. That's all I'm doing. Like this one's going to have, I don't draw. You know why? Who knows why I don't draw? Otherwise, please don't say because you can't. At least I can draw. Why don't I draw? Why don't I use a pencil? If you're a member of your artful journey and you don't know why I don't draw, you're going to get in trouble. Okay. Uh-oh, this guy needs like... All right, that's all right. I know this looks like a jumbled mess. Thank you, Heather, because pencils have erasers. Do you know what erasers are? They make you doubt yourself. Those are doubting machines. I doubt myself on a daily basis. I don't need help. Wow, it's getting dark here. Okay. There we go. Yeah, because I'm going to erase everything, which is going to take away from the creative process and the creative time that I'm sharing with you, because nothing's going to look good. And I will debate everything. So now I have this like field of daisies. And I already have teal right there because that's cobalt turquoise hue. I'm going to do white. So love. Okay, we already have white there. And then I'm going to use primary magenta. Now, the only thing is, I do kind of think the paintbrush I'm using is kind of thick. So I'm going to ditch that. I'm going to grab a number 3. I have new paintbrushes to put on the site. Anyway. Uh-oh. This is a 3. I'm going to try it. I just bought my first paintbrush. Oh, I do need a middle. I need a middle to that flower, don't I? Let's do yellow. I mean, diary light yellow. Okay, I need a middle. Oh, come on. Put that little pouncer thing in the water. Okay. Yeah, I like the creative process. I don't like the creative judgment, and I don't like creative doubting, which for many of us can consume more of your art than anything. Okay, just put that there. I'm just making middles. Okay. I feel like I can do something weird in here. So I'm just going to make that a little bit bigger. I like the creative process. I don't like the creative doubting. It's pretty much a good quote. Yeah. Okay. And go ahead. You can work on this. You can work on this wet or dry. Okay. Now I'm going to go in. I'm just using a 3 round. Oh, this is I'm using a 3 round. I'm dipping in the magenta, dipping in the white. And then, and actually I'm going to go in. 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 I'm not a brush stroke person. So for those of you who want brush strokes, I can give you several artists who are amazing and will give you all of that. Oh, no worries, Anne. Okay, so now I got to debate where this goes. I'm just going to okay. I'm just going, because y'all asked for pink. I don't do true pink. I'm more of a magenta girl. Hi. We'll let that dry for a momentito. We wanted some teal. I know I heard that. That's going to be teal. That's going to be teal. Okay. Whoops. Oh, whoops. I said I was going to go in. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing over here. These are just I'm dipping into the teal. I'm dipping into the white. I'm just going for it. Now, I do need to kind of dry that magenta before I start digging right into it. So weird being back because I feel like I'm a little cold to the live thing, but missed y'all. The good news is about teal and magenta, when they mix, they make the most beautiful violet colors. So I'm not worried. Like, even when they mix together, they're so pretty. Like, I don't know what's happening here, but they're like flowing together. So yeah, I'm just going for it. And then we'll decide who is in front of that. Can't go wrong. I feel like that's going to be white. This guy's going to be magenta. I think so many of us are just afraid to like go for it and try something, but just see what the paints do. So like this is, oops, that's not perfect. It's okay. I can come back. Okay, I can come back. Okay. I want this to be white. I want this to be a white with the magenta, and it'll just be a combination. Oh yeah, see? I know. Here we go. It was kind of white. It was kind of magenta. And just tint it accordingly. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. I think those are good. This is good. I do want to. Oh, Sandra, thank you very much for that nice warm welcome. Glad to be back. I am glad to be back. Okay, now, how do you decide what flower is in front, what petal is in front? Well, you just kind of right over. That's how I do it. And then I got to have more white. Like that middle flower needs to be whiter for me. It got too purpley. So I'm going to go into the white, just the clean white. There we go. It's good. And if it doesn't stick out enough, I'll go in with another color. Okay. Like I think the pink. Yes, there she goes. There she blows. Okay. Okay. We're done. Not that done. Okay. Nothing but blue skies from now on. Okay. Now we're going to have stems coming down. Did I have any more sap green? Yes, I do. That sap green is a stem. That's a stem. She's a stem. She's a stem. And that's a stem. Okay, do we need leaves? Do we need leaves? Let's not overthink the leaves. Let's go back. We got paint left over. We have paint. I'm a believer in use what you got going. So let's just dip right in. Some of those are going to have, oh, golly, let's just fall into this. One. Some have two stems, some have like leaves. Okay. And then we need grass. By the way, this paint is so thick, it'll be the 10th of November before this is dry. Okay, grass. Room key. Ready? Because we got paint left over. Room key. Ready? I know. I don't want to get it on. So this has got a deckled edge. I forgot this is for somebody. So I got to like paint with care. Like they want to make sure. Oh, I got to be able to reach. You can do it with it like a small brush. You can do it with it. Ugh. You know what I'm going to do? Hold on. Time out. I just am being careful because it's somebody else's journal. It's not mine. But you guys, we're like, okay, I'm just going to do that. See? I don't want to mess up somebody's journal because I'm a messy painter. There we go. That makes me happier. Okay. It's kind of an abstract. Don't dump those room keys. I got a million of them. Okay. I'm just using the rest of the paint. That's all I'm doing. Nothing but blue skies from now on. There we go. Uh-oh, what time is it? Oh, I'm at my activity level. Don't worry, I'll be done in 8 minutes. I know you don't believe me, but I really will be. Okay. So these are Deco Art Media paints. That is what I used tonight. I was feeling a little bit, okay. I was feeling just a little bit like this way. I do have to dry some of this. Yes, everybody name this painting. And trust me, I love it when y'all message me and say I used your name. The good news is, look at how cool this is because there's so much dimension. I'm probably not going to seal this tonight. I mean, I want to, but I'm not going to go like deep. I'm just going to do like, you guys like pretty much name this painting and like, I'm not going to do a bunch of liner work. I'm just letting this be who it is. Now this guy, I feel like, okay, I get down on myself because that's who I am. Like I'm going to change the shape of this flower just a hair. Oops, I didn't mean to put pink in there or blue in there, but hold on. I'm going to do the magenta. Okay, I'm just going to bring this up. I know, believe it or not, okay, there we go. I have a reason for that. The reason is I'm nuts. Okay. Cool. That's what I need. We're going to add depth into the middle of the. I do have to have some of this dry because it is legit. I'm going to bring some Quinn Gold into this because I can't help myself. Oh. We're going to shape the middles. I'm going to give the middles a little bit of a zhuzh. In other words, I'm going to heat up the middles and burn it a little bit. You hear it? Oh, yeah. Ooh. Okay. Don't burn it. Don't burn your paper. Quinn Gold. There we go. Okay. I think Anne is taking those names down. You guys, I feel like I should have done like fall leaves or something, but this was the mood I was in. So I can't switch the, I don't know why. I was in Daisy mode. Probably because I've been painting 1,000 of them and I couldn't get out of it. Okay. I'm putting the yellow back down. I want you to encourage you to take some paints, like some painting time. Now I'm just taking the little pouncing thing. You can use a stencil brush. You can use, okay, ready? I'm just going back in the middles. Okay, now I'm going to build this one up a little bit. I'm going to make it a little bit higher. Oops. fact, I'm going to take my stencil brush. I don't like that. I'm going to take a little stencil brush. A little one. Here it is. Okay, I'm going to mix the Quinn Gold. Well, no more yellow because I'll pretty much use it all. Okay, whoops. I want it to be easy peasy, light and squeezy, and maybe I may get some black out. Okay. Okay, doesn't have to be a lot. I'm just good. Dancing daisies. Oh, I like that because I love to dance. I'm going to a barn dance on Saturday. It's not really in a barn, but oh, that feels awfully dark. I made that one a little dark. I'll come back to it. Okay. Okay. Yes. I feel like I need just a little bit of black in here or Payne's gray. Payne's gray. I'm feeling Payne's gray. A little bit of Payne's gray. Sorry, excuse me. Payne's gray. Somehow I need somebody to go in this drawer and label all of my paints so that I could see them from the lid down. Because it's totally inconvenient that I can't see. Just a little bit of shadow there, but like this is a drop. When I tell you how pigmented, like that is too much paint. I literally just put that, okay? Okay, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to brush it all off. It's going to be brushed off, okay? Yeah, that's what she needed. Oh, she needed a little bit of this. Yes, Rebob. Okay. Okay, brush it off, brush it off. Okay, now that's not so bad. I still need a little more yellow. You guys are naming this painting so amazing. Okay, I'm giving a little more yellow. Okay, a little that Payne's gray. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 yes. How great was it? I know this was kind of crazy mixed media, and I normally would just come back with an easy peasy watercolor, but I like to keep you on your toes. I'm not going to do a bunch of liner work. I don't need that. This is just it as it is, as abstract as it can. This is like a paint pimple because there we go. I got it down because I dried it. Now I'm not going to seal this live, but I do want to take a little bit of, oh, I don't know what color. I got to think. Give me a second. I know this was a lot, but I love me a lot. I mean, I don't love me a lot. I love, okay, I used Twin Gold, Payne's Gray. I use that. I use that. I use that. Okay, I use some fun colors. I believe all of these are available. I believe all of these are available on my shelf. I hope so. I'm going to finish this off with a little vignette around the edge. So at the bottom, I'm going to do like this rustic wilderness. Okay, here we go. This is an archival ink just around the green. I hope this is dry enough and I'm not smearing anything. I'm just going around the edge. Does anybody want to stay up with me tonight and paint my glasses? Like maybe if I am committed to painting with you, I got to get in pajamas and sweatpants. You should see all the paint on my floor from these things. Okay. I know it doesn't seem like it's very dark, but it is a little bit darker. Okay. Number one. Now I need something. You know what I really need is Prussian blue hue. I'm just gonna. All right. Prussian blue hue up at the top. I don't want black. I don't want like teal. So I'm gonna, this is gonna be, this could make it or break it, which I've done. I've been known to, I've dumped India ink over it. 1 drop. I hope that's just 1 drop. Okay. I'm going to take a chipboard brush or I like this encaustic brush. I have these on my website. They're very stiff. Okay. Yeah. Now I'm going to brush. Uh-oh. Not only am I going to brush it off, but I'm going to brush it onto everything I own. Okay. The reason I'm brushing this off is I don't want a lot of it. Ready? Like, okay, dust the edges, dust the edges, dust the edges. I just want a dusting. Oh, see, I flipped that brush around and it was more than a dusting. Okay, I am just hitting the tops. I think this is good. I'm done. Dust the edges, dust the edges. When I tell you I'm just dusting the edges, I'm dusting the edges. I'm also painting my entire work surface at the same time. Okay. Okay. Now I'm done. Put that there. And now all my brushes are soaking and collecting all that water. Put this aside. If I clean up half of it now. Okay. Oh, goodness me. I made a gigantor mess. Oh, I have to seal this. I don't want to take the let me see if I can get this dry. See how dry I can get this. I don't want to take the tape off, and I have to take the tape off. And I noticed 1 flower that needs to be fixed. I just can't help myself. Okay, there we go. 1 petal just needed fixing. I know I'm running late. It's only 3 minutes late. Who wants to just stay for a little bit of a sealing? I just have to. Now I'm going to leave this out for about 5 days because I really went nutty on it. I just use the paint. And just give me 5 minutes. Just give me a minute. Like, I don't know who is in charge of quality control here because I just noticed one of my petals is in the middle. I apologize. Yeah, this is why I don't use an eraser because half the time you'd have to stay here and see. I just got to cover that petal that is like infringing on the middle. Okay, there you go. Drop it there. And drop it there. Okay. Here's the thing. You have to know something about me. You're going to order an art journal for me. And I'm going to paint your first page. And I'm setting the tone for the journal. I only had this happen once. And I dropped 1 drop of paint on the edge. And I literally felt bad because I didn't want 1 page to have paint on the edge. Everyone is different. I do not repeat. Like I haven't painted one of these before. But if it doesn't mean, if it's something I wouldn't want, I'm not going to let it go. So I just make sure, otherwise I just gesso over the top of this and it will be done. Okay. Now, I will say this. There's a difference between drying and curing. I'm drying this from the top down. It's cool. Like really, I want to wait a few days and seal it, but I'm going to seal it because I want to. Hello, Vanessa Mendez. So, you know, this is how I check if something's dry. If it's not, it's going to be on my hands. Okay. I like it. What do you think? Do you like it? I'm good. I like it. I like it. I like it. I love it. I want some more. I try so hard. I can't get enough. Okay. I'm going to do a matte sealer over the top of it. Oh, you love it. Okay. Well, I hope the person receiving it loves it too, because I want to take off the tape. I love doing this so much. I do. I really do. Okay. Just going to keep touching it. All right. I'm going to take a matte sealer. Don't worry. I'll list this. I use DecoArt's DuraClear, and I'm using a matte sealer. I just want this to be subtle and happy. Okay. No liner work. We just brushed it. Yes. Okay. Nice soft brush strokes. Let's try it. I'm using matte. Dries pretty quick. This is the 8 What journal am I using? I can give you a link for that, Barbara Potter. It's on my website. Barbara, if you give me one momentito, I can find that art journal for you. There we go. It's my favorite one. Here it is, Miss Barbara. It is 8 by 8. It is watercolor, and yes, I use mixed media in it. Some people say to me, can you use acrylic paint on watercolor paper? The answer is yes, you can. Okay, we're done. Just going to give it, I'm just smoothing it out. Okay, done. Just going to give it a quick, I don't really like to, okay, I'm going to heat the tape up as I go. Oh, I'm really heating the tape. And then I'm going to pull it at a 45-degree angle. That helps. Say a little prayer for me. So if you guys order art journals and I'm painting it, I try to paint them on Wednesdays so that you can see them painted live. I need to tell her I'm going to write her a note. There you go. It's done. Now, I wish I could do like the same thing over and over and over again and tell you guys this is how it's going to be, but it's not how I paint. I love this. Okay, we're good to go. Now, I leave this to sit and dry and cure for probably the next 4 to 5 days. I don't mail anything right away, so I'll just send her a little note and say, oh, what did I forget? Excuse me. What did I forget? My signature. Woo. Okay. It's done. I even remembered to hit record today. So we're back in action, kids. We're back. Okay. It is so dark. I feel like I left and I came back and it was like, oh. What do you think? What do you think? We're done. Did I ever turn that light on? Yes, I did. Okay, we're going to move that out of the way. You should put the date on it too. I don't date anything, Debbie. I don't. I have a mere purpose of, I feel like sometimes when you put the date on it, you feel like, oh, it's so old. No. Sometimes I date my own stuff, but I don't date somebody's. I mean, I could. Somebody said you should label it like original. Yeah, maybe I will one day. That's it. Did I add my own heart? I did. I added it in my signature. I really like those black pens. Those are on my website as well. I love them. They come with 11 tips. So that's a range. Do not worry. I will list every one of the supplies I use. It does go on my blog, goes on my website. I'll give you a link to my blog if you don't remember where I'm located. It's Tracy Weinzaffel Studios. It's under, I should say now we renamed. We renamed my blog Free Tutorials, and that was just to help everybody. Oh, can I tell you about the new thing that's coming in November? Oh, can I tell you the new thing that's coming in November? So you guys know how I used to do Friday favorites. I would pick 5 Friday favorites, 5 things that I like, whether it's like art supplies or kitchen supplies or something, or my favorite tennis shoes. Maybe it's a blouse, maybe it's a whatever. It just didn't, I liked it, but I was like every week, not every week, but I used to do it every week, every month. I was struggling for 5 favorite things because I'm not really like an influencer. Like, I don't really have great fashion sense. I don't cook. So my team was like, what speaks to you? And I thought to myself, like, well, I still want to do something like the first Friday of the month. And so we're going to do something. We don't know the name of it yet. Like not a coffee talk or a coffee chat, but I don't drink coffee. Like I drink tea. So today I took photos of myself drinking tea. You know, spill the tea. On the first Friday of the month, I'll feature a product, a something, and do a quick little demo on Friday, the first Friday of the month. And it'll be quick. It's kind of like spill the tea or tea time with Tracy. Oh, I just thought of that one. Tea time. Tea time? Spill the tea. And we're gonna do the first one on Friday, November 3rd. It'll be, I believe, at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Don't worry, they'll be on my Facebook page. But I thought that would be fun. I'll put whatever product I'm featuring on sale. And I would just make it where I show you how to use what I love. And it'll be like a quick demo. It'll be like a quick demo that it's something that's attainable, doable, a bookmark, a postcard, a small 6x6 art journal page. But that's the first Friday of the month. We're going to give it a go in November, December. As I've always said, if something doesn't align with my gut, I'm not going to do it. And I love Friday favorites, but it became so hard to find 5 favorites. 5 is my favorite number. Without repeating and talking about the same things, and it just didn't speak to me as much as I wanted it to. So stay tuned for that. I took some photos today. My team was like, spill the tea, tea time, whatever you want to call it. Just wake up with me, drink your coffee or tea with me, and I'll do a quick demo. Yeah, Valerie said I love Friday favorites. We're just going to tweak it a little bit. It's be the same concept, only maybe I'll just throw a little demo in there and talk about what I'm making. Okay? Let me know your thoughts. Maybe you think of a better name. Tea with Tracy. I just don't want somebody to say, I don't drink tea. You can drink coffee. You can drink lemonade. You can drink water. You could watch me on your walk. I know. It just became, when something feels like a chore to me and it takes the fun out of it for me, and I feel compelled to find 5 items and I only have 3. I was like, I don't want to stretch myself. So we're going to bring it back. We're going to see how it works. If it speaks to me, we'll tweak it. If it happens and it works, it's great. I'll do it. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to start November 3rd. So just anticipate that. That's all I really wanted to say about that. Have a wonderful rest of your week. I will be live next Wednesday at this normal 5:30 Pacific time. We'll go back to watercolors. I just felt the need to media it up. And I had a perfectly good journal to do that in. I'll photograph this. It'll go on my blog, all the materials and colors I used. And don't forget, you can get the supplies on my website. I'll talk to you all soon. Have a wonderful day. And thank you for the best welcome back ever. It did my heart and soul some good to get away for a little bit and take a break. Bye. Talk to you soon.